beautiful, bouncing.
Fun, hard-working.
Creative, different.
Rainy, contradictory.
Glasgow's pretty special because I think it's one of the last places in Europe that isn't really totally gentrified yet, and it's still pretty gritty. And
Everyone seems to be really helpful. Like, even if it's just a stranger and you're out like looking for directions or something, everyone it has a feeling of everyone being together in a way.
Obviously you hear various stories, but I've never really come into contact with anything that folk would consider kind of scary, or it seems to have a bit of a reputation.
Floating about town, you're always going to meet somebody interesting. Despite the weather, I would say it's a warm city, the people are warm.
Glasgow's a really diverse place that's rich in its culture, and it attracts students internationally to come here and study.
So it's quite a tough city, especially the school I went to and stuff, and I think that has shaped the way I am. But I wouldn't change it for anything, you know. Glasgow has the best banter.
I hope there's a lot more opportunities for like creative people, and I struggle to find places that I could act and I could like filmmaking and everything, and I think it definitely needs a lot more of that.
I think it could be a massive international hub, especially for creative industries. One path is kind of dark, dingy and isolated, and the other one could be a bright, kind of burgeoning future with a lot of contacts with the rest of the world, which is, I think, what we need to do.
More inclusive, more diverse, you know, where we celebrate, you know, everyone's differences and recognise them, but still be, you know, coexisting with each other.
It's not just about like Twitter campaigns and slogans online, it's kind of about talking to people in the street and kind of walking door to door and making sure that everyone's all right, not just in the political world, but kind of just health world and kind of just general social life. I think it's really important that people are checked on. But I think the issue comes when you're not just talking about Scotland, but talking about Scotland in the UK. Young people have a voice in Scotland, but that voice doesn't really go outwards, it just kind of stays here.
It would be better if there was a clear sort of path for young people to go into creative industries or sports, because it's very hazy and grey at times how, like especially from a working class background, how you can get into that sort of industry at the moment.
Someone that's tried to find belonging and home, I'd really like to see us challenge homelessness and, you know, help those people in need and help them rise and find out where they are.
Glasgow's a place that, you know, it looks after its own, but it also looks outward. And the history of Glasgow, in a time where Nelson Mandela was seen as a terrorist to the rest of the world, Glasgow were fighting for his rights and his freedom.
So that once we've done that, we can then help others once we've helped ourselves.
No one knows better than a young person what's good for young people in the city.
Formal links I have are with people from America, Turkey and Italy through social media like Instagram and Facebook.
Russia, Holland and Wales.
Like Bangkok, New York, Libya as well.
I met a girl on Twitter, and we started to bond. We had a mutual interest in One Direction. We really enjoyed their music.
The way I can sort of communicate with these people is by sort of posting photos of like Glasgow and myself and what that city is like and my friends, and they will post photos of themselves, and I think that's a good way of sort of reducing like the level of bigotry.
In Russia they've got a really expanding bridal makeup artist kind of industry. Having these connections would help me build my portfolio.
I would really like to go to Denmark and explore there, and it was somewhere that came to mind because I was watching vlogs on YouTube. They went to a lot of museums there, and they're just really different to the sort of museums you get in Scotland.
Having the option to go around Europe and work, or go to the other side of the world and work, and no matter where you come from or how much money you've got, be able to do that, I think it's just so crucial for people's development, whether that's through an exchange programme for students, just an opportunity to go to somewhere else and see how they do things.
I've joined two kind of big street bands. We've ended up making links with lots of these similar types of bands across Britain, but also a kind of similar setup from Brazil.
I think that's all young people really want, is just a chance at whatever they want to do.